What do you get when you combine full color printing, integrated contour cut technology, and extreme versatility? You get the Roland BN-20. The Roland BN-20 is a powerful, profit-producing piece of equipment that's going to allow you to decorate nearly anything that your customers demand. From full-color heat transfers, decals, small format signage, wall art, fine art prints, and more. This machine can do it all. I'm Mike Koval with Stahls, and today I'm going to tell you how to take these capabilities, versatility, and take your business to the next level without any limitations. Let's take a closer look. Let's start with the full color printing capabilities of this machine. This BN-20 can be set up one of 3 different ways to best suit your business needs. We have our first option, which we recommend the most here at Stahls, is a 4-color setup. This gives you the most benefits if you're just doing heat transfers and some decals here and there. The 4-color ink configuration will yield the fastest printing speeds and also the least amount of maintenance that you'll have to do on the machine itself. Now let's take a look at some other configurations. We also have a white ink option. The white ink option will give you the ability to print clear decals and clear static cling. The benefits of having the white ink for those materials is the white is going to be printed as an underbase and the 4 colors will be printed on top. So when you put a clear decal or a cling on a window or a clear surface, you're going to get the opacity you need for the most vibrant colors. The metallic ink option is going to allow you to produce vibrant metallic spot color prints as accents to decals, signage, and things of that nature. The 4-color ink configuration is ideal for those business owners that are going to be doing primarily heat transfers and some decals here and there to supplement. Looking at the white and the metallic, those are definitely geared towards those who are going to be more signage and decal heavy because that's where they have their most beneficial applications. So now that we've looked at the ink configurations of the machine, let's take another step and look at the Roland VersaWorks RIP software. The RIP software is included with your purchase of the BN-20. It's going to allow you to take full advantage of the full color capabilities. The software is very basic, very easy, yet extremely powerful. It's going to allow you to lay out your jobs accordingly, select color profiles, and for the advanced users, create your own color profiles. But one of the best things that VersaWorks has to offer is the integrated Roland color system library, where you could print out a full color swatch chart of all the colors that the BN-20 can achieve and allow you to do precise color matching right with your customers. Let's take a closer look at VersaWorks. Here we are in Roland VersaWorks, which is included in the purchase of the BN-20. Now this is where all of our job management will take place. We'll first start by making sure that the status of the printer is ready to print, which you'll see here. So what that means, the material's loaded, the pinch rollers have been locked down, and the job is ready to go. So first, we will need to import our design. And we do so by going to the File menu and clicking Add Job to QA or QB. There's no difference in the settings here. Roland just gives you the option to have 2 different queues for your jobs. I've seen some folks use one for the heat transfer side of things and the other for their signage and decals just as a way to separate them. So we'll just go by adding job to QA by clicking it and selecting the file that you want to print. Select it, hit open, and it will import it into the job queue. And you'll see a status here of importing, and how quick or how long it takes depends on the file size and the speed of your computer. Now that our job's been imported into the queue, we can go ahead and edit that particular job. To open it, we will double click on the file name in the queue to bring up its properties. And here we're presented with a number of different options, to lay out our job, select color profiles, print and cut. So we'll start with the layout, and the first thing you'll want to do is get media width. And what that's going to do is just adjust our screen size so that it gives us a representation of exactly the width of the material that we could print to. It doesn't know the length because we are printing on a roll. So we will go ahead and rotate it here, and I'm going to adjust my size so I could fit 2 across. So we'll change that to 9 inches because we have 18 inches of printable space. And I'll rotate it again and add my second. So there we have 2 across the board. Now that our job is laid out, let's go to the next step in picking a color profile. A color profile is basically going to tell the machine exactly what it's printing on to achieve the best printing quality possible. So in our case, we're going to print on a heat transfer product, which is THT, Textile Heat Transfer. We'll select Draft 2 to give us the fastest printing speeds and still achieve an excellent quality for a heat transfer product. Once we do that, we're going to go down to our cut controls to make sure we're printing and cutting. And you can see that here in our operation mode denoted as print and cut. You could also print only or cut only on this machine as well by selecting either of those options. But in our case, we're going to print and cut. Click OK, and our job is ready to send. To send your job, there's the third button in from the left that says print. Click on that, and it will go into the RIP status, which is basically sending all the information to the machine, preparing for printing. Once it is finished ripping, it will go to the print queue, which then the printer will start printing. Now that we have our file set up in VersaWorks, let's prepare the BN-20 for printing and cutting. The BN-20 features an easy-to-load media feed system that allows us to quickly change our media in and out. So we'll remove the bar, remove the media flange, and place our roll through the rod. Place our media flange back in, place back in. Okay. Load it in from the back, and then we'll come to the front. So now that we have our media loaded on the system, we'll take a look in the front to ensure that our media is under the media clamps on the left and to the right to prevent any head strikes. Once we have our media set, we lock the pinch rollers. Once we have our material loaded in the BN-20, it's time for printing. We'll step back to VersaWorks to send a job to the BN-20, and what it will do is it'll print out your job. When the printing is completed, it will bring it back into the machine to contour cut. One of the beauties of print and cut device is its unattended printing and cutting. So while a job is printing, we don't have to sit and watch and babysit to be sure everything's going okay. Step back to our machine, set up our next job, talk to clients, place an order, whatever it may be, so you don't have to sit and watch. And here we have our completed print and contour cut full color job completed. This particular job was created with Great Dane Graphics in conjunction with Corel Draw. One of the nice things about Great Dane Graphics, and using that, all the artwork in there has their contour cut lines already placed on them, so it makes the job that much quicker and that much easier for you to do. Now that the graphic has been printed, cut, and removed from the machine, let's take a look at the weeding process. Finish removing the inner cavities. And we're done. Once your graphic has been completely weeded, we will apply a heat transfer mask to the graphic. Once applied, we will use a squeegee to squeegee the mask to the graphic to remove any excess air bubbles in the material. Once applied, we'll remove the backing of the material. Have our mask design, and if you're not going to heat apply right away, set it back on the carrier from the mask. So as a business owner, what does this mean to you? The most important part of this machine, yes, it's full color printing. Yes, you could contour cut. But as a business owner, the extreme versatility is where this is going to benefit you the most. Now I could create a full color heat transfer for a baseball team. Not only can I do the apparel for them, I could also create the decals. I could also create banners. I could also create the bags. Anything that you can imagine. Now I'm not just selling one job to that team, I'm selling multiple jobs to that team. And that ultimately means more profit for you. So let's take a look at some of the items that you can produce with this machine. Obviously we have the full color heat transfers. No limitations to color, no limitations to the fabric. Whether it be a cotton t-shirt, whether it be a hoodie, whether it be a nylon jacket, whether it be performance wear. I'm no longer limited to what I could decorate. Full color, any fabric. Let's take a look at the signage end of things. I could produce a full color transfer for a window, for a door, anything I could imagine. Small format signage for a banner, for a street fair, for point of purchase displays in your own shop. I could take a team photo, create wall art, removable and repositionable wall graphics, anything I can imagine. Let's take it a step further. I could do fine art canvas prints, where I could take true photo quality images and create a stunning wall art that I could hang anywhere. With this investment of the BN-20, partnering with Stahls, and all of our vast material offering, our graphic arts capabilities with Great Dane Graphics, let us help you take your business to the next level. I'm Mike Koval with Stahls TV.